Hi guys, it's your A1 Life Coach Kai coming to you today for Mentor Monday and bringing a few nuggets on emotional balance. Yes, our emotions really do matter. I hope you guys are able to walk away with some tips and some feedback that you can use in your own personal life, your own personal relationships with friends and family going forward. So, emotions. Our emotions will rule us until we acknowledge them and transform them. I know many of you may have already experienced this, may even be aware of this, but if you're not, here we go. As powerful as they are, these emotions given to us, they are mystifying gifts that have been granted to us by God. And as humans, we are capable of experiencing both positive and negative emotions, sometimes one or the other, sometimes concurrently at the same time. But experiencing as much positive emotions as we can, we know that's the ideal, right? Still, the negative emotions, they're needed too. They help to keep us balanced. As an effective state of consciousness in which joy, sorrow, fear, hate, or the like is experienced, our emotions involve feelings and they control our reactions. And though it may not be flattering or welcoming, a life that's plentiful, that's full of both positive and negative emotions, it is an abundant life because our experiences, they become more valuable when we are able to balance out these emotions. So yeah, we need them both. There are many sources of our emotional responses. For instance, our emotions, they have a huge role. They play a huge role in our thoughts, our actions, and our relationships. Anger, anxiety, worry, confusion, depression, disappointment, discouragement, doubt, fear, frustration, jealousy, loneliness, procrastination, rejection, revenge, sadness, stress, and weariness, being tired. All of these are reactions or responses to certain situations and circumstances that happen in our lives. And just to elaborate a little more, all of these emotions are negative, right? Discouraged, worried, confused, depressed, disappointment. Nobody wants to feel those things, but we have to. And it's not limited to those feelings. But on the other side, if you're feeling capable, confident, glad, inspired, loved, peaceful, satisfied, the good stuff, in any other emotion that uplifts, then those are positive. And we want to be able to uh, have those emotions in a way, in a manner that we're able to even uplift ourselves when we are feeling the negativity, the rejection, the revenge. We have to be able to find ways to uplift ourselves and feel inspired and feel glad and confident, regardless of what's going on around us. Because when we lose control of our emotions, we lose control of our responses or our reactions to them. Obsession, possession, and violence, those are only a few examples of lost control and what can happen when we allow our emotions to take over and to take control of us. And the carnal feelings of the flesh, oh my, those can especially be dangerous. And from personal experience and knowledge gained, I am very familiar with, and I know that depression, worry, and fear are other emotions that can harm us physically and even mentally if we allow them to marinate and set in and not do anything to change those moods and what we're feeling. So we cannot allow the negative emotions to take over. Everything begins with a thought. Thought is not only intertwined with our emotions and feelings, but it is the most significant factor for dealing with our emotions. Everything starts with a thought. And from there, It becomes words, it becomes actions, it becomes habit, it becomes character. Our thoughts is where our attention is. So, where our attention is focused, that's what allows us to control how we think, which controls how we feel, and therefore ultimately results in a verbal or physical response, right? To be more specific, a thought causes an emotion, and an emotion causes an emotional response or feeling. Whether someone feels happy, you, I, or anyone else, whether we feel happy, sad, self-controlled, or outraged, is going to determine the outcome of our actions. And we have to own that and be accountable for that, whatever our actions and behaviors are. So it is so imperative that we transform our negative emotions when we are feeling them. Feel them, acknowledge them, honor them, and release them. At the end of the day, you have to feel them. We're all human, and we are human with emotions, and that's what we respond to. So feel them. The spiritual being that's within all of us is there and has always been there. But most times we allow our ego to rule our feelings and our actions. So we allow the flesh to take over, and we're not really honoring that inner spirit that wants more peace, wants more comfort, wants more love, wants to give more love and caring and compassion and understanding. So teachings, meditation, contemplating, and integrating wisdom, learning it, gaining it, and applying it, those are all the keys to conquering the ego. That's how we defeat the ego. These processes strengthen the spiritual being and give us an awakening or an enlightened experience. Listening to teachings and integrating them in our lives will also result in the awakening and strengthening of our inner voice. We all have one, right? And also our wisdom and discernment of what's really going on around us. I talked about perception in the prior Mentor Monday, how the way we perceive things is not always factual or actual. So that comes with wisdom and discernment. All of that plays a part: experience, knowledge, wisdom. The end result when we do this thing is that our confidence and everything that is real to us will return to us. For me personally, it was finding stillness, calm, peace, health, and truth. So again, I hope you guys are able to take with you some nuggets about emotions, honoring them, valuing them, learning to understand them. Where are they coming from? You know, is it something really happening in the moment that's making me feel this way? Or is it something that has happened in the past that's making me feel this way? Is it something that I've witnessed? So at the end of the day, learn to listen to your body. Learn to understand what's going on in you and around you. Understand that everything begins with a thought. You do actually have control of how you respond to situations, whether you want to believe that or not. You are in control of what you do and what you say at the end of the day. I'm Kai Simmons. I am your A1 life coach. If you would like to know more about me, what I do, how I can help you, or if you just want to keep tuning in for Mentor Mondays, please do that as well. But my website is my A1, like A1, letter A1, lifecoachkai.com. And I do have a book, Rise to Your Greatest Level of Authenticity, which is 30 daily meditations for improving self-love and self-growth. And it talks about building up your inner strength. So the book was written to help you turn pain into power, struggle into strength, fear into faith, and difficulties into determination. So again, that book is Rise to Your Greatest Level of Authenticity. It is available on Amazon.com, and you can find me at my website, mya1lifecoachkai.com. Peace and blessings.